It's bedtime story time! Learn to love to read with Dr. Marcela Frausto every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live.
Hi everybody, we are here on Wednesday afternoon for our next story. Hope everybody's doing well. Been seeing a lot of kiddos right now with some stomach stuff going on. Some vomiting, some belly aches, things like that. Be careful. There's something going on at the schools. I've seen kids for the last 2 to 3 weeks with these symptoms. Good hand washing. Continue to wear your mask. I know it's not COVID, but you know what? These masks work for other things too, to minimize our exposures. Not 100%, but it's a layer of protection that we can. I've actually still been seeing flu. Once again, the mask will help for the flu. So in those contained spaces, around people you're not living with, be mindful, still continue to wear the mask. You still do need to wear a mask here at the office. So when you come in, make sure you have an mask. We have the sign up there on front, but please wear your mask when you come to the office. We're trying to minimize the spread of all these illnesses going on, flu, the stomach gunky stuff that's going on. COVID is still out and about. I mean, we're not seeing it as frequently, but it's still there. Regular coughs and colds. So we have a lot of stuff. Let's use what we have available to protect ourselves. Okay, folks? So just kind of a little push for that to make sure everybody's staying safe. And so we're going to do something fun. We're going to read. Got this from the public library. Here's my library card. So if you don't have one, this is an old one. Look how old it is. Oof, it's very old. Actually, I have an older one, but I'm not going to show you that one. So this is my old one. But your kiddos can pick some really cute little library cards. I saw them. But since mine works, I still keep this one. All right. So this is from the Paso Public Library. It's Lily and the Yucky Cookies by Covey. Let's see. Okay, Lily and the Yucky Cookies. Is it going to rain all day, Dad? Asked Lily Skunk. Lily Skunk was bored. She and her friends had planned to go to Fish Eye Lake. The rain washed out their plans. We can bake cookies instead. It's a perfect rainy day treat, Lily's dad said. Lily had watched Mom bake cookies many, many times. I know exactly what to do, said Lily. She climbed onto the step stool and grabbed a big bowl. Her dad said, well, let's check the recipe just to be sure. First, you have to mix 2 cups of flour and a half a cup of sugar and a pinch of... Are you listening, Lily? Asked Dad. Dad, said Lily, I don't need a recipe. I know what I'm doing. Be careful, Lily. You're moving awfully fast. Uh-oh. It's all right, Dad. They'll be perfect. Lily finished mixing. She and her dad put the cookie dough on the baking sheet. Lily put on oven mitts and carried the sheet to the oven. Then her dad helped her put the cookies in the oven. Before long, the cookies were done and had cooled off. Just then Lily's brother Stink spotted the sun coming out. You can go to Fish Eye Lake now, he said. Lily gave Stink a cookie and raced for the door. Stink nibbled on the cookie and said, but Lily, these cookies are... Lily didn't listen as she rushed off to Fish Eye Lake. Lily rowed her boat to Goat Island in the lake. She met her friends who were swimming. She was excited to share the cookies she had baked. Hi everyone, I brought cookies. I baked them myself. I hope you like them, said Lily. Oh, Lily, those look delectable, said Sophie. Everyone swam to the shore and took a cookie. Yuck! They taste like salt, said Jumper. I think I'm going to throw up, said Pokey. Lily, the cookies are kind of gross, said Tagalog Alley. Lily felt awful. She didn't know what went wrong, so she went home. At home, Lily found her dad. Dad, nobody liked my cookies. Alice said they were gross, and Pokey almost threw up. So I dumped them all in the garbage, said Lily. It's okay, Lily. We can make more. You just need to listen next time. You don't have to follow the recipe exactly, but you want to make sure you understand every step before you get started, said her dad. Lily stopped and listened. She did not want to rush anymore. She wanted to follow the recipe and make yummy cookies. She asked, "Can we bake cookies again? I promise that I'll listen this time." After dinner, Lily and her dad went back to the kitchen to make more cookies. Lily listened as her dad read the whole recipe aloud. She followed each step except one. She used chocolate chips instead of raisins. I like raisins. Steve tried to help too, but he kept eating all the chocolate chips. The next day, Lily went to the park and had a new batch of cookies for her friends. "These are much better," said Lily, but no one wanted to try them. "I'm not going to go first," said Jumper. Pokey didn't want to move from the swing. And finally Alice said, "I'll try one." Everyone watched as Allie slowly picked one up and took a small bite. Yup. These are the best cookies ever, Lily." Everyone started grabbing and eating cookies. Pretty soon, they were all gone. Jumper loved Lily's cookies so much he could not stop jumping around. Goob could not stop smiling. "These cookies are so yummy for my tummy," he said. "What's in them?" asked Pokey. "Well," Lily said, "the secret ingredient is listening." That is Lily and the Yucky cookies. Well, there's a few things, Mom, that Dad, you can do with your kiddos. Baking cookies, that's one. Getting, particularly if you're older kids, reading recipes. If you have maybe you need to double the recipe. Having to work on math, fractions. These are things that the kids are working on at school, of course, you know. And this is a fun way to put those into action. So this summer, making some cookies would be helpful. Reading, just even having your little ones that are learning to read, reading the recipe out loud is just practice, and then they get to help out, mix things, using those motor skills. So there's quite a few things here that you can do actively with your kids, making cookies. Or if you're not want to make cookies, well, make cupcakes, make little donuts, whatever you guys do enjoy doing, whatever your snacks your kids enjoy. Some people like to make little granola bars or whatever is fun for you and your kids to do. But getting a recipe, maybe the older kids can Google online, find a recipe, maybe make a budget to purchase the items. These are all skills for those bigger kids, and the little kids come in and start working on their math, and the little ones are learning how to read, and then the little tiny ones are helping you mix, the taste testers, things like that. You have a lot of things that you can do with kiddos with recipes. It's also a good way to introduce those foods that they don't particularly care for, but to make them fun. This is a good way using a recipe, but also the listening. Just getting your child to listen. And sometimes you do need to let them make a mistake. Just like her dad realized, she's Russian, something's not going right here, and she made some yucky cookies. Nobody wants yucky cookies, but then the friends told her she had yucky cookies, and she realized she didn't follow the recipe correctly. She wasn't listening to her dad. Sometimes letting kids make a little bit of a mistake because they didn't follow through or they didn't listen to the instructions, it's not a bad thing to do. They'll learn that way too. But she listened, and that's why her cookies came out much better. She followed the instructions, and she listened to her dad. Within reason, let your kids make those little tiny mistakes and learn from them. They get more out of that learning experience. They get more out of cooking and learning their reading and math out of just reading a textbook or doing their homework. This puts it into real life scenarios, and they're more likely to be more cooperative with you and being more adventurous eaters, getting involved at home. And then you can have something fun to do at home, enjoying your cookies after you make them. All right? So this was a little book that I picked up from the library. Don't forget, go get your library card because the summer's coming up. You're going to what? There's a lot of activities happening at the library, but then your kiddos can check out books. And this is one of a little series that I found. So I think maybe we'll find some other books, and I think there'll be a nice little kind of series we can follow along with Pete the Cat, because Pete the Cat's cool and I like him. So we're going to continue to read some Pete the Cat books. All right, folks. That's Lily and the Yucky Cookies. Go ahead and go home and bake something and have fun. All right, you all take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.